239. And the questions are going to show up one by one. There's a total of 10 questions. And each question will have a corresponding shape and color. So it might be like blue diamond or yellow circle. And you're going to choose the corresponding answer that you think is the correct answer to that question once the question and answers pop up. But that's why you're going to want to be in the best position possible. You're going to want to be able to see your screen on this Google Meet and then have a secondary device where you're entering your answers.
Perfect. Now, I will say, Ryan, I haven't seen anybody log into this that we've seen participate before. I will say anybody that's been on a new hire training that's been a part of this, you're welcome to be a part of this Kahoot as well. But unfortunately, you won't be eligible for the prizes if you've already won a prize. But so far, I have not seen anybody on here that has participated before, so we're all good. Just wanted to give that little disclaimer.
Yeah. Good call out there. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did we announce what the prizes are, or we're going to wait to the very end to announce those for the Kahoot prizes?
I think we should wait to the end. What do you think, Ryan?
Yeah, no, that's a good call. So, but the first place prize will be a pretty cool item. I'll say that.
Yes, it will. So make sure, guys, we'll get started in just a minute. So make sure you guys are joining this up.
All right. Yeah, we'll give it another minute here. And I believe for the Kahoot, we're going to ultimately award prizes to the top 3. So you'll notice that we'll show a leaderboard after each question that shows, I think, possibly the top like 5. So if you work your way into those top 3 positions, you will win a prize, with the grand prize being the first person that finishes first. One thing I haven't mentioned yet is if you select the correct answer on each question, you'll get points. And how fast you answer that question will determine how many points you get. If you get it wrong, though, you will get 0 points. So it's a game of both accuracy, right? Because you'll get 0 points if you don't get the question correct. But it also gives you additional points the faster you answer. So anyone need another? It looks like Big Ron Stud just joined. Good to see. Looks like Fala joined. So yeah, anyone else need another 30 seconds to join before we get started? All right. No one came off mute to say, hey, hold on a second. So I think we're good to start. So here we go with the virtual new hire. First question on Kahoot. First question is, how much does it cost for month 1 on the 3 for $90 plan? $90 is the red triangle. $80 is the blue diamond. $120 is the yellow circle. And $100 is the green square. All right, and the timer's about up. Hopefully most of you got your answers in, and most of you got that one right. So yeah, remember on the 3 for $90 plan, that is $100 in month 1 and then $90 every month going forward. So nice job to everyone that got that right. Let's see who got it right the fastest. We have Francis in the lead, followed by Shy and Amber after the first question. So nice job. Let's go to the next question. How much does it cost to add a second line for unlimited data on a current $50 plan? Is it red 10, blue 20, yellow 30, or green 40? And we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up, and oh, check that out. Almost everyone got that one right. Nice work. It's $30 to add a line on the second line. So let's see if that shakes up the leaderboard. It does. So good job, Shy, taking the lead. Francis, we got Coral in the top 3 now. Amber and Kate are close. Let's move on to question number 3. How much is the device cost of a Moto E on Adeline promotion? Is it red, $10, blue, 15, yellow, 20, or green, 25? And we've got about 5 seconds left to get your answers in. As soon as everyone answers, it will move on. And yeah, 5 of you got that correct. It is currently $10 only for a Moto E on Adeline. Very good. And we got Coral, who's on fire. Shy is holding on to the lead, and Amber is still in the top 3. So good to see there. Let's move on to our next question here. Number 4, what is the first U in Guru sales process? Is it upsell, red, understand, blue, ukulele, yellow, or undercut pricing in green? And right now is where I really wish I had some ukulele music in the background, but we do not.
Next time, Ryan. Promise.
Next time. All right. Very good. 5 of you got that correct as well. It is understand, asking our customers lots of questions, right? And oh man, we got a big shakeup there. Coral has jumped into the lead, followed very closely by Kate. And then Francis, Shy, and Amber battling for number 3 as it stands. Let's go to question number 5. What type of sale or add-on earns you the most platinum points in our platinum scoring? We have high-end devices in red, family plan blue, port-in activation yellow, or boost shield / international calling in green. Which one gives you the most platinum? All right, and we had 6 of you get that correct. It is 2 points for a family plan. The rest are all 1, so very good. That is correct. And Kate has now moved into the lead. Very good. Next question. What is the name of the merchandising app for Boost Merch Grid details? Is it Accelerate, Amplify, Adapt, or Amped? Oh, all right. We got a lot of quick answers on that one. Very good. It is green for Amped. It's the correct answer. And Francis is now taking the lead over Coral and Kate. Very good. Next question. How much money can a customer save per year by enrolling in auto top-up? Is it $36? Is it $48? Is it $4? Or is it $1 billion? Yes, Ryan Lasky. $1 million. And almost all of you are correct. $48. Very good. Some quick math there. Nice work. Let's see how it shook it up. Oh, Francis, followed by Kate, Amber, Shy, and Coral, still on the leaderboard. Very good. All right, just a couple questions left here, or a few. Number 8, customers are eligible to upgrade at a discount after how many days? Is it 270, 120, 180, or 365 days to be upgrade eligible? Wow, you guys are all super quick with it. Nice work. 270 is the correct answer. That was a relatively recent change for us, right? So let's see who got in the fastest. Not much movement there on the leaderboard. Very good. Question number 9. On a 3 for $90 plan with 3 new numbers, how much is the Moto E on the first line? Is it $10, $59.99, $109.99, or $25? So it's a 3 for $90 plan, all 3 getting new numbers. That first line would be how much for the Moto E? 1 second left. That's a tough one. And yeah, the correct answer is $10. So really cool way to like work that promo, right? On the 3 for $90 plan only, you can do add-a-lines at add-a-line price, including on lines 1, 2, and 3. That's the only plan that sort of unlocks that add-a-line pricing on line 1. So shout out to the 5 of you that got that right. That's our toughest one, I would say, on the quiz. Let's see how it shook up the leaderboard. All right, we got Francis, Shy, and Amber in our top 3, followed closely by Kate and Coral. our last question. Make sure you're ready. It's a fast finger question. It's just yes or no. Will you complete the virtual new hire training feedback survey as requested by your Amazing Boost trainers? Yes, in red. No, in blue. And we will be sending out a survey link. I see Kevin Solomon and team there celebrating. I hope you didn't celebrate too early, bro. Let's see. Third place. We have Amber. Oh, nice job, Amber. Working her way on the podium. We have Shy in second place, and in first place, winning the grand prize to be announced at the end of this call, is Francis Klein. Congratulations. I love seeing the celebrations on video. That was amazing. So very good. So there's our winners. And I think at this point, I've done my job, and I will turn it back over to Zach and team. So thank you.
Thanks, Ryan. You are the best Kahooter I've ever met. Is that their actual name? Kahooter? I don't know, but you did a great job. Thanks for making that fun. That's always the best part of the call. So yes, at the end of the call, we're going to announce all of our prizes. Just to make sure we had it right, it was Amber, Shy, and Francis, correct?
Yes, Francis in first, and Amber and Shy, and or Shy and Amber, and second and third. You get it.
Okay, so Amber, Shy, and Francis. Okay, I just want to make sure I keep track of that. All right, thank you so much, Ryan. I really appreciate that. Hope you guys had a lot of fun with that. That's the best part of the call, hands down. Really enjoy that. So, and make sure, again, you guys let everybody know after this call about how much fun that is. Highlight some of these things because we do this every month. So, and again, we haven't even talked about the prizes yet, but just the game itself is a lot of fun. It's fun to see everybody competing hard and trying to win that. So great job, Francis, for taking the win there. Very proud of you. So even if you had a little bit of assistance from the people behind the scenes. All right, awesome job. Well, cool. With that being said, we had a little bit of fun. Now it's back to learning a little bit. And then we're going to announce all of our prize winners. And I will release that survey link at the end of the call. We should see at least 10 responses, hopefully more. I had 10 yeses, so that means we should see 10 responses. And we really just need that as a feedback from you guys because we want to make these calls as effective as possible. And getting feedback from you is the best way for us to do so. So please stick to your word, honor your word, and fill out that survey at the end of this call. But without further ado, let's get back into learning a little bit in this next about 30 minutes. So Eric, if you can cue up the presentation, as you do so, I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to the co-founder of Walmart, Christopher Walton.
Man, if only I was the co-founder of Walmart, that would just be an amazing thing. An amazing, amazing thing. But instead, I'll be doing this, which is way more fun than being an owner of Walmart. So with this, guys, we're going to squeeze in some last little bit of learning this last 40 minutes, and we are on BYOD. This is a huge initiative, not just in Boost, but in wireless in general. There are so many cell phones out there in the wild that are just begging to be activated. They're not being thrown in drawers or left behind. So we want to grab those and capture them and activate them on our network because, as you know, we have low-cost plans that are compatible with BYOD for people to use. So let's learn about the process for how do we identify a phone and then get it from being identified to activated. Next slide, please. So first of all, we're going to be on the Sales Portal homepage. And just like Mr. Flanagan said, we're going to go to the quick links once we have identified a non-Boost phone in our store. And we need to see if that phone can work on our network. So what we're going to do is we're going to check on the BYOD compatibility link. And then you can see on the right-hand side of the screen, there's going to be a spot for you to check a radio button, either a firmware compatibility or the BYOD. Select that BYOD, and then you're going to enter in the IMEI into the phone. Now, if you don't know where to find the IMEI, there is a little hack. You can do a little cheat code where if you go to the dialer, like you're about ready to dial someone's phone number, if you dial *#06#, that'll pull up the IMEI of the phone. You can enter it into that little area, and it's going to let you know whether you can or cannot use this phone on our network. Now, if it says yes, you can, you're halfway there then. Okay, it's not ready to go quite yet. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab a non-active TN SIM card. It's a new expanded network SIM card, and you're going to pop it into the phone to see if that phone is going to accept it or not. If it doesn't accept it, you're going to see over by the bars, it's going to be X'd out like it's not working. If that's the case, that means the phone is locked by another carrier. They're trying to spoil your fun. What you can do is then contact that carrier and have them unlock it. You can call that customer service. There are other carriers that have different ways we can unlock it, so please utilize your resources, your AEs, your teammates. Google, they all have answers for you for where we can contact people to get this unlocked. Now, once it is unlocked, we're almost done. The next thing we are going to do is going to update the APN settings for the phone. That stands for the access point network. It's where we're basically telling the phone where it can go to on the internet to access our towers and our network. With that information, we got to go to the next slide. So here we have the Android settings. And so this is more of a step-by-step process. So what we can do is go and pull on the drop-down shade, hit the settings menu. It's going to be under the connections, then under the mobile networks, and that's where you find the access point names. When you get to this section, to the page where you can actually alter them, here we have on the screen all of our access points. You're going to fill those out and hit save. Then you can do a power cycle to the phone, and that's going to give the phone on Android all the information it needs to access Boost's network. I know maybe doing this the first time can be a little bit intimidating, so I definitely urge you to quickly just take your own phone and cycle through and try to find those APN settings and look at them prior to doing it on a customer's. So that way you're just very familiar with the process. But it's like riding a bike. Once you do it once, you'll do it a million times. And that means you're gonna have to bring over 1 million BYOD devices, which is amazing. Next slide, please.
Hey, real quick, Chris, if we got a quick second, Aaron raised a hand, so I just want to see if we can maybe answer Aaron's question real quick.
Yeah, 2 questions. What that IPI, that IMEI number, *#06# is what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And the next question for the APN settings, will we get a printout for that? For those numbers, that last slide you just went through?
Yes.
Aaron, I'll
You
get
guys-
one for you in the store, bro.
I'm sorry?
I'll get one out for you in the store so you have it.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. All right, back to you, Chris.
Okay, right on. So iPhone settings as well. We need to update the iPhone to make sure it's all on the most current software and has access to everything that we need to for our network as well. So the way we can do this is through the settings, and then you can go to general, then about, and then software version. And then for there, we just got to make sure that the customers that had this one before, that hasn't been laying around in a drawer too long, it's got to be iOS version 13.3 or newer for any iPhone 6s or 6s. And if we see a really old one in there, an iPhone 6, it has to be an iOS 2.4 or later. 98.8% of the time, random stat, but it's probably that they are all up to date enough for us to do this updates. Okay, after we do that, then we can make sure that they have the most, again, the software update. We do that, and then we got to go to the carrier settings. So for the carrier settings, we're gonna go to settings, general, about, and then carrier. So to do this, we need to make sure that the SIM card has in place in the device, ensure the minimum software is up to date. And then once we have those 2 things done, we have our orange SIM in there and they have the right version, Then we can trigger a carrier bundle update by going to settings, general, about, and then check the carrier version. That's going to trigger your phone to kind of search for all the latest APN settings from the network based off of our SIM card. It's going to download all those settings for you. Then your phone is off and ready to be used on our network. Again, sounds like a lot of steps for iPhones, but they are easier because it's automated. All you got to do is make sure software, carrier settings are up to date, and that phone is ready to be brought over to Boost. So please familiarize yourselves with these steps. That way, when you do identify a phone in your store that is not currently on our network, we want to take that as an opportunity to offer them to bring that phone onto Boost and use our services. Again, we have rate plans starting at just $10 for these BYOD devices. Or maybe take advantage of somebody who is on a 2 for $80 plan, and we can upgrade them to the 3 for $90 with, again, a BYOD device, just $10 more than they have unlimited. So it's an amazing opportunity here. Those are the provisioning steps for you. And again, work with your teammates to make sure you're very familiar with them. Next slide, please. So how are we going to sell BYOD? We do have to find some good questions to ask customers to help uncover this need. And this is a great one. This is the one that I love to do more than anything else. And that is, what are you going to do with your old phone? You have somebody in store upgrading. What are you going to do with your old one? That was my role play, right? I had my old phone and I passed it on down to my imaginary daughter here to my left. That is a great way to take advantage of a phone that we know works on our network, but is soon not going to be active on it. We can give it more life by asking this question. And then here are some other ones as well. And every store kind of has their own flow with it. They know their customer base. They know what works well for you. So please work with your teammates to help identify the best ones that work for you in your location. But we do have some phrases that pays that you guys are going to want to know about. The first one here is that we want to call out, are you here to switch to Boost using your current phone? Pull it out in the greeting like we talked about to see if they want to use that. And that'll help at least get the conversation started. The second one is for that existing customers. Do you have a previously used phone you would want to add to your account? The more lines you have sharing, the less it costs per month with our family plans. 100% true, right? If you have one line on unlimited, that's $50. If you do it to 2 for $80, and you take that $8 and divide it by 2, now you're paying just $40, and then your friend is also paying $40. You're both getting a great deal. So those are the phrases that pays. I urge you to do that with every single customer that you work with, whether they're walking into the door or whether they're an existing customer you have a relationship with coming in and paying a bill. Please use those phrases that pays. Next slide. Okay, so now let's check here. What 2 steps should you take before beginning a BYOD activation? Anybody want to come off mute and ask those?
Sorry,
Make sure the phone is compatible.
I heard compatible. Make sure the phone is compatible.
Yeah.
Make sure the device is not locked by the carrier, and make sure the update is up to date with the current update.
How do you make sure the device isn't locked, Isaac?
You pop the SIM in there and you check the notification bar at the top and see if it shows Boost Mobile or not. Sometimes, depending on the phone, it will give you a prompt saying it's locked.
Perfect. All right, let's reveal the answer, Eric. What is it?
Yeah. Check the eligibility and insert that SIM card and make sure it's that the phone is ready to rock and roll. Good to see that you had some experience with that too, Isaac. Thanks for sharing your experiences.
Thank you.
All right, with that, I'm going to pass the mic to Boost Up, Mr. Zach.
Yeah, actually, I thought Patrick was next. I didn't realize Boost Up was next. So, all right, let's do it. All right, guys, Boost Up, something I love to talk about. It's one of my favorite things to offer our existing customers. I say this every training call, and I'll say it a million more. How many times, or I'll ask this question, I guess. How many times have you heard a customer, or maybe said it yourself, why do all the new customers get all the good deals? Can I get a woohoo if you've ever heard that or ever said that yourself?
Woo!
Right on. So we do have some people out here who have experienced that. Well, I agree. It sucks that all the new customers get all the good deals and existing customers don't. Well, here at Boost Mobile, we also think that sucks. So we have a plan that combats that. And we have a plan that is offered to only our most loyal monthly plan customers. Basically, if you have been a part of Boost Mobile and you have made 12 consecutive on-time payments, meaning that your service has not been interrupted, meaning that you paid the bill before it shut off for 12 consecutive payments, you will be eligible to do a Boost Up. What a Boost Up is an interest-free financing program, again, for only our most loyal customers. Gives our customers the ability to be able to finance a phone without paying interest, but getting the ability to purchase the phone that they're interested in without breaking the bank and having to come out of pocket of a ton of money. So basically, depending on what phone they're going with, they're going to pay a down payment. Some down payments are as low as $1. On average, most of them are $15 to $30. If the device happens to be over $600, they will pay a larger down payment. And again, what Patrick showed us at the beginning of the call on the very first session, you have your hot sheet. Your hot sheet will explain exactly what the down payment's going to be for your Boost Up or for the customer's Boost Up. So make sure you understand what that is as you're offering it. But like I said, all they have to do is make a small down payment. They will pay the sales tax and activation charge or setup charge. Then they will pay the remaining balance of that device over the course of 18 months. In the course of that 18 months, depending on the price of the phone that they finance, will depend on how much that monthly installment payment is. Some installment payments are starting as low as $5, and then they go all the way up to, I think, $30 is our maximum monthly installment payment. So again, this depends on the device that they purchase. The more expensive it is, obviously, the more the monthly installment payment will be. But again, regardless of the price of the phone, it's going to be much cheaper than what it would be buying it outright out the door that day. So it gives a lot of customers opportunity to upgrade, even if an upgrade wasn't really in their budget. So really awesome opportunity. And again, this is a great promotion to be able to combat that customer that complains about, hey, why do I never get any good deals? Well, have you made 12 consecutive on-time payments? Well, yeah. Well, you do have a special deal. Or if not, well, as soon as you do, you're going to get an exclusive deal that no one else will receive unless they make that 12 on-time payments. I do want to make this clear. It is only for primary lines or individual lines. So obviously, if you're by yourself, you're eligible. But if you're on a family plan, only the primary can qualify for it. I know what you're thinking. Why can't we do secondaries? And I understand. I would love to be able to do secondaries as well. But from a financial standpoint, it doesn't make the most financial sense for us as a company to be able to offer this to every single line on secondaries because there's a lot of risk of them not completing their payments and causing some issues. So maybe in the future, we might see something, but I can't guarantee it. For now, it is only primary lines and, again, individual lines. Next slide, please. Well, actually, that was it. That was pretty quick and easy. Just so you guys know, I thought this covered the next slide, but I'm going to cover this just real quick. If you are interested to see if the customer is eligible in Boost Up, this will pop up if they're eligible on the ePay sales portal as well when you're making a payment. Unless they're eligible for the SIM card, then it will prioritize the SIM card right now. But as long as you log into their account on the right-hand side where it says sales opportunities, it will say if they're Boost Up eligible. And if they are, then all you have to do to initiate this conversation is, hey, it looks like you're eligible for Boost Up. Do you know what that is? If they say no, you say, well, it's an interest-free financing program for only our most loyal customers, and you qualify. Means that you can get a phone out the door for much cheaper and actually pay the rest of it off with monthly installments. Let's go check out our phones and see which one will fit your budget. And then you proceed to do so. So Boost Up, very awesome program, very exciting stuff. Make sure you offer this to every customer that's eligible for it. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, let's go ahead, Patrick. You take over. Smile and Dial. Take it away, young man.
All right, my friend with the master mustache plan. I appreciate it. Okay, Smile and Dial team. As a salesperson, I love to have a competitive advantage over Metro and Cricket and T-Mo and Verizon. And Smile Dial is a tool that no other carrier prepaid has. It's a tool that allows us to reach out to our customers and maintain compliance with all federal, state, and legal laws as far as phone calls and contacts. Next page, please. Smile Dial is perfect for our retail environment. It helps drive same-day sales on slow or no sales days with a call to action. So what it is, and you guys have all live it every day. You go 2-3 hours, not a person in the store, and then everybody shows up 5 minutes before close. 20 people pile in. Well, in those downtimes, the Smile Dial tool is perfect to reach out to the customers you've worked hard to earn and make contact with them. Not only to thank them for their business and build that relationship, but also to help mine those customers for additional sales. Keeping in contact with our customers longer increase our second and third month retention, improves relationships with customers, be on the go salesperson in your neighborhood, drive upsells and referrals, set appointments with customers who would like to take advantage of our offers, sharpen selling skills both on the phone and in person, and it's next step to our quest of 80% third month payments. We want 80% of our customers to stay at least 3 months. Employees must complete do not call training and Smile and Dial training before they're given Star Access. So if you're new and have not taken those trainings, please reach out to your manager, owner, or account executive to make sure you knock out your trainings and get access to this very important tool. Okay, next slide, please. All right, how to get started. Once you're granted access, you'll be able to log in, and this is for Elevate stores only, which I think pretty much everyone on the call has access to. But you'll log into the Elevate marketing platform for Smile and Dial. Next slide, please. There's now 4 types of categories: welcome call, customer follow-up, optimize and retention, and then we just added a 4th category. Those are customers that are eligible for converting from the Sprint SIM cards to the T-Mobile SIM cards. So we can now reach out and target those customers, invite them in for their free SIM card swap too. There's also a watch list and holiday promotions. So how do we prepare for a call? We're going to answer a couple questions before we initiate that call. And the screen will guide you through this and provide you the information. What device do they have? For example, an iPhone. What plan are they on? How many lines they have? Are they on a family plan? Do they currently have Boost Up? And what is the mission of the call? Welcome, bill pay, accessory, SN to TN conversion. So you're going to be armed with this information before you speak to the customer. That way you sound like an expert on the call and be able to answer their questions quickly if they have them. Okay, and next slide there. Griffin rules. What is a Griffin? Isn't that something in books or something? No, this is actually the name for a system that keeps us compliant. So if you've ever gotten a marketing call and you said, hey, place me on your do not call list, this is exactly what this is. Griffin part allows all calls to be made to the store. You want to make it from your store phone, not your personal cell. We're going to make sure that if they call back the number on their caller ID, it's going to the store and not to you. All calls must be made from the calling tool. That way the phone numbers are shown and Elevate and called through the Griffin. Any customer that is requested to be added to the do not call list must be added. We'll talk about that in just a second. Calls can only be made between the hours of 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. local time. And the module will be locked in Elevate outside of these times. Now, I love this feature. That way we're not accidentally calling folks or badgering them outside of the legally approved calling hours. Okay, next slide. Okay, and then once you initiate the call, you're going to be given a unique code to dial along with the 800 number. Next slide, please. And then to help out and help you keep you on track, there's going to be a script once you initiate the call. Greeting, reason for the call, if you need to leave a voicemail, the current promotional offers, and before you hang up. Next slide, or next section. Okay, once you've completed the call, let's say you got voicemail or you contacted the customer, there's going to be a series of drop-down options at the bottom. One of the most critical ones is, like I mentioned, if the customer says, place me on your do not call list, we select that option, because once we do that and submit that, then that'll be removed within our calling list within 3 days. That way we're not bothering the customers and going against their wishes, and we stay legally compliant. Also, by statusing the call, it'll help us track your actions and set the callbacks for customers who we might want to try to get back again. So the drop-down box at the bottom is critical. Make sure you double check that status of your call correctly. Okay, next slide. Okay, great. Well, this is a great tool, folks. I know personally, I've used this before on making calls with sales reps. One of my most successful rep calls was with a store in a very, very rough neighborhood. I get a hold of a guy. He's like, are you serious? You're calling me? The only people that call me are collections and my ex-wife. This is awesome. I appreciate you calling. As a matter of fact, I need an extra phone. Are you going to be around later on? So I was like, yeah. As a matter of fact, my rep's going to be here till 8. His name's Bob. Come in and see him. He did. Wound up in getting an Adeline in a neighborhood that I wasn't sure this was going to work, but actually building those connections are awesome and really make you, gives you an advantage over everybody else, which I love. So, all right, next, branding, merchandising.
All right. I think, Eric is going to go ahead and queue up a video that's going to talk about how dress code works and being prepared as you guys are working in your store. So this is very important for all of our new hires to understand what is expected as far as dress code goes. So that way people like myself, Patrick, or Chris, Eric, we don't have to come in the store and ding you on an audit because you're in the wrong apparel. So please watch this video. It's really great info. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we'll see here in a second, Eric, but I think you can jump to about a minute and a half into the call. You'll see as the video, because then that's where he starts talking about the dress code. So.
What up? It's your favorite Boost training manager, Benny Lopez. Welcome to Sales Process 101. A study from J.D. Power and Associates finds that the three...
Oh, yeah, never mind. This is the wrong one, Eric. It's the appearance one. No, this is the right one. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, it's a minute and a half in, I think, is where he starts talking about appearance. He talks about greeting at the beginning. Yep, there you go. Man, Eric's so good.
Before you even get a chance to greet your customer, the first impression from their perspective is going to be the appearance. The appearance of your location, whether or not it's clean, organized, current with promotions, and of yourself. Are you the brand ambassador that they're looking for to learn more about Boost and what we offer? Luckily for us, these are very easy first impressions that we could prepare for. Let's talk about dress code. When working at a Boost branded door, you want to make sure that you're there representing the brand. This is one of the first things that customers look for when walking through the door. Obviously, they're walking inside of a Boost Mobile location, but when they get in there, they're going to be looking for their new favorite Boost Mobile rep. Could that be you? Well, let's talk about what you need to do to make sure that you're always on point and on brand. First things first, you need some branded attire, just like this hoodie. Next, you also need a name badge. Simple, right? Let's take a look at some of the other dress code options that we have. An important note, if you want to wear a promotional t-shirt, much like the one that I'm wearing right now, you want to make sure that it's current. Now this outfit here may seem like it's compliant, but there's one big issue. The name badge, it's covered. So to fix this, make sure that if you're wearing outerwear in your store, that your name badge is attached on the outside. Easy fix. All of the items that I've showed you today can be purchased on boostmobilegoods.com. Please speak with your manager or your account executive for more information on how to sign up. Now, if you're a new hire and you don't have access to boostmobilegoods.com, let's talk about what you can wear until you get your hands on some of that sweet Boost branded merchandise. An all black polo or t-shirt. Now, for an example of what not to wear, anything with a logo on it. So now that we've mastered the dress code inside the store, let's talk about the store itself. Starting with the outside of your store, we want to make sure that the storefronts are free and clear of any trash, clutter, or debris. And don't forget about keeping those windows and door frames spotless. And now for the inside of your store, we want to make sure that things are free and clear in there as well. Make sure to consistently wipe down and dust all surfaces, especially high-touch areas like the phone displays. Not many things are as beautiful as a well-stocked accessory wall. So while you're walking around making sure that your store is nice and clean, it's equally as important to make sure that everything is current. Always verify your collateral and your merchandise by checking out the latest merch grids on the sales portal. You could also reach out to your local AE. For those in a 4.0 location, like the ones I just pictured, also make sure that your Channel B television is online and up to date. Check out this video from Merchman Will on the how-to. I'll leave a link in the description. And now some examples of how not to have your store. You don't want it to be barricaded and cluttered like this store here. Or cluttered and full of personal signage like this store here. Can you spot what's wrong in this picture here? You guessed it, missing accessories. Extra points if you notice the unauthorized candy machine on the side. So to recap, we learned about the importance of dress code, branded apparel, and a name badge. And we also learned about the importance of making sure that your store is clean, organized, and current. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you very soon.
Good stuff. Thanks, Benny. Man, that guy sure knows how to snap, doesn't he? That was fantastic. So good example, guys, of what proper dress code and proper apparel looks like. One thing that we didn't highlight, and I'll highlight here in just a second, is about that Amped Merch app. Most of you guys got that question right, actually, and even though we didn't cover it. But that's going to cover everything else he talked about outside of dress code, and it shows you basically what your store should look like and what collateral you should be presenting at your stores, and how, I guess, what not to have up as well too. So thanks for that, Benny. Great stuff. I'm just going to highlight that really briefly, and then we're going to get into our contest winners. So next slide, please, Eric. All right, so that Amped Merch app, that's what I was talking about. So great job to all of you who already knew that. Make sure you download that app today. AMP_D Merch, MERCH. Download that. And then no matter what store you're at, you'll be able to select the merchandising grid, and it'll show you exactly where everything goes and what's supposed to be up and what's not supposed to be up. Also, if you didn't know this, I'm going to give you a little nugget of info as well. When you receive new merchandising at your store, on the box, there is a QR code. That QR code, as long as you have a phone that's been manufactured in the last 2 years, your phone should have a QR code reader already built into the camera. So you open up your camera, you point towards that QR code, and it's going to launch a URL web address that you're going to click. And then it's going to tell you exactly what goes where and what comes down. Super helpful. A lot of people, believe it or not, even that have been here years, didn't know that's what that QR code was for. So don't be one of those people that you're here 3 years deep and didn't even realize that. So make sure you are scanning that QR code, and that's going to give you all that info as well. If for some reason you weren't able to scan it, or it wasn't there, or unfortunately the box got thrown away, again, you can find all of that in your Amped Merch app. So very useful app. Download that bad boy. Super helpful. And then we covered, dress code. We covered all that stuff. And then also training. If you don't have your STAR training ID, reach out to your manager. If your manager doesn't know how to give you access, or is getting locked out of the account, you reach out to account executive like myself, Eric, Patrick, or Chris, and we'll be able to help you get access to that, because there is a few trainings that, again, you'll have to have completed, especially like Patrick said earlier, like the Smile and Dial and the Do Not Contact. So make sure you have your ID and you're completing your trainings. And then, just making sure that we have the right stuff presented. Again, that's something that your AE will help you with, but that Amped Merch app will give you an idea of that. Next slide, please. And again, employee appearance, I'm not going to go ahead and get into too much, but I will say nothing aggravates your account executive more than a person not in proper apparel. So please, no ripped jeans, no open-toed shoes, no graphic t-shirt. So if you're not wearing a Boost t-shirt, it's got to be a flat color and you need your name tag. If you don't have a name tag, reach out to your account executive. We will get you one. If you don't have Boost shirts, again, reach out to your account executive. We can help at least get you a couple. And all of you are going to be getting one today for attending this call. So, and then some of you are going to get additional ones for those participating in that role play earlier. But again, you got to have the right apparel. And I know those Crocs are comfy, or those flip-flops are nice and comfortable. You want to let the tootsies breathe. I understand. But those have to be saved outside of working the Boost store. In the Boost store, we need to look professional, and we really need to separate ourselves from the customer base. People need to know who works there. If you walk into a store and you can't tell who the employee is, that's a problem. So we need to be able to represent the Boost brand properly. So please, name tag, Boost shirt, no open-toed shoes, no ripped jeans. If you do not have a Boost shirt, again, flat color and name tag. Next slide, please. What app will you be downloading to help with that store merchandising? Who can answer that for me? This is going to be the last question of the day. I just talked about it. What's that app called?
That app,
They can see the discount that we're doing.
Yep, Amped Merchandise. You got it. Good job. Thanks, Francis. All right, next slide, please. And this will be the last slide of the day. Own the mile. Next slide, Eric. Own the mile means exactly that. You own the mile by getting your name out there, getting your store's info out there. You can do this in multiple ways. You can run amazing events like you see in some of these pictures. You also can see, I think there's a picture of that guy in the middle. He is helping it. I think he's going to help hand out flyers. You also see that picture with the stamp. Those are flyers that can be handed out. You can go to local businesses and do what we call cross-marketing, where you take some of their flyers, they take some of yours, you hand it out to your customers for them, and they do the other. There's all kinds of things you can do. And even like I saw Lucas put in the chat earlier, wearing Boost apparel so he can promote the brand outside of work. When you go get your sub sandwich for lunch, don't be afraid to tell that worker, hey, I work at the Boost store right down the road. We have some great offers. You should come see me. Getting your name out there, getting the brand out there is how you create more sales for yourself. And you don't have to be here for 3 years in order to do that. You can start doing that today. Make sure you are getting the word out there that you are at that store. Boost has great deals and to come see you. You can do this on social media as well. So while you're there by yourself waiting for customers to come in, make a post on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, make a TikTok. It doesn't matter what you want to use. Just get the word out there. Own your store, own the mile, and let your entire customer base, your friends, your family know when they think of cell phone, they think of you. And when they think of you, they think of going to your store to come see you. And that can easily be done by all of us, effective immediately. And if you guys have any great ideas of ways we can drive in more traffic, reach out to your managers and account executives, and we'll be happy to make something happen to try to drive more traffic so we can all be more successful in our position. So with that being said, that concludes our training. So now we got 4 minutes left. I think we should go ahead and talk about who won the contest. What do you think, Patrick? What do you think, Chris?
I think that's fantastic.
All right.
The time has come.
Sounds good. So the first thing that we'll talk about is our Kahoot winner. So our second and third place winners, which again was Shy and Amber Tackett and Shy Strahan. Both of those individuals have won themselves a brand new exclusive Boost Mobile t-shirt. Just like those that received for the role play, you're going to get a different shirt than the one that everybody else is receiving. This is a special shirt that only the best get. So very exciting stuff. And then on top of that, Francis, who was our number one, our champion of the Kahoot, the OG of Kahoot, she has won herself one of those sweet hoodies that Benny was wearing, that new era hoodie. She has won herself one of those. That's like a $60 hoodie. Very nice hoodie. It's really cool. I don't even have one of those. I'm jealous. Maybe we can share it, Francis. But great job. Congratulations. We'll be getting that to you shortly with your t-shirt as well. And I think your buddies over there might want to use it as well too. So you might have to split it. Great job, guys. So awesome stuff to you three. Congratulations again. And last but not least, we need to announce our scavenger hunt winner. Had a lot of great responses, and after looking through everything, it was easy to make the decision of who won that. And it was an individual who won something else on this call, and that individual is Ryan Lasky. Congratulations, Ryan. You had the best scavenger hunt. You should be proud of yourself. And not only did you get that shirt earlier from doing that role play, you now are a new owner of a New Era hoodie as well. So you and Francis can twin all day long. Can somebody say twinning? I say so. Great job, guys. Very proud of you all. Thank you so much for being such a great audience and doing your part to step up and be a better sales rep and Boost Mobile employee. Thank you all for being on the call. Really appreciate you guys being here. Before we send you on your way, I'd like to give Chris, Patrick, or Eric a moment to add any ending words. Go ahead, Chris. We'll send you up first.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. It's a great time working through the training material with you guys. A lot of good information, a lot of foundations. And just remember, the most important thing that we can do for our customers is to tell them accurate information. So since we are all new here, it's very important to just get familiar with your resource and do what Ryan did during his role play. And if you have a question, make sure that you guys go out and find the correct answer for your customers. It's going to build trust, build that reputation. You're going to get more repeat business doing that way. So I appreciate all you guys' time and attention. I look forward to seeing you guys making some great impacts in your store.
Thanks for the videos. Thanks for attending. I learned new things today, so it's good to hear from you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Renata. And Patrick, what other ending statements do you have for us as well?
No, thanks for the interaction today. It was excellent. A great group of folks, both new and old, able to share ideas and learn some new things. So every day is a learning opportunity. Like Chris said, there's always something new. Become the subject matter expert that your customers expect you to be. You become the expert, and you will also become the better salesperson. So good luck on your path with Boost. We're here to help you anytime you need help. Reach out to your account executives. You have a great team behind you, and have a great afternoon.
Thank you, Patrick. And last but not least, Eric, you have anything to add for us? I know you were quiet behind the scenes, but you were literally the gears making this engine run.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. And listen, this is my second call that I've had an opportunity to be a part of. And again, great participation. Really appreciate everyone taking the time to invest in your new, your new career with Boost. Take everything that you learned and go put it into action. Go get to work and make some sales. And please, like all the rest of these guys said, if you guys need assistance, reach out to your local AE or local ISM. That's what we're here for.
Perfect. Thanks, Eric. Well said. And I'll just add the last thing to that is go spread the word of what you took away from this call. And please let your other, partners in crime, your counterparts know how well this training went for you, what it impacted for you. But most importantly, on top of that, posting in the chat right now is going to be that link for you guys to go ahead and complete that survey that you promised you would. There was 10 of you that said you would, so we should at least see 10 responses. So there's that. Go ahead and go in there, please. It only takes a couple minutes. Your feedback is absolutely essential for us to be better in our positions, to be more effective in this. And I really appreciate you guys going ahead and doing that. And thank you guys for all that you do. Really excited to see you guys come back, and feel free to come back as much as you want. You don't have to just be one and done. You can come back to this call every month, last Thursday of every month. Spread the news and go kick some booty. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day. Make sure you get that survey link before you leave, though. All right, see ya.
All right, gentlemen.